Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is Season 8, Episode 23, Episode 338. It is the last episode of 2023. Oh, and it's 823. Cool. Didn't even realize that. How's it going?
How did we get here?
I know. This year just really, and I know we say this every year, and it's so cliche and it's so stupid, but it's also so true. This year, just flew by.
I feel like it always feels like the longest, shortest time. That it's always like, oh my God, how are we at December already? The year has flown by, and then someone reminds me of something that happened in February, and I'm like, God, that was this year? That was forever ago.
Yeah,
so time is long and short.
Yeah. I am, Colleen, also making a calendar for Franck, which I used to do and then stopped doing for a while, but I think stopped doing during COVID. But he really loves them, so it's going to be a surprise, you get a calendar again this year. But the fun thing, so I was going through pictures, and that's when you do really have an appreciation for that sensation of wait, that shit was in March? Doesn't feel like it.
Yes.
But that was the photo proof.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say.
I love this.
Yeah, so I'm doing the family calendar for my grandma, and then as I was asking for pictures, all of a sudden I had 50 new pictures after the deadline, a week after the deadline, from my aunt and her partner, who sent me ones that actually were good that made me want to go back and change the whole thing up last night. So I did. But then I'm looking through, and there's pictures of them and their friends and her family. And I'm like, do they think I'm making them a calendar? And I'm pretty sure they think I'm making them a calendar. So I'm going to have to swap out that. Huh. And then my parents, we make one for my parents too.
It's very sweet.
Yes. And then Jace finally gave me the permission this year to make a family one for the kitchen, which is good because he's always been opposed to that. So
is he opposed to a calendar in the kitchen or just a family photo?
He was opposed to a calendar for a long time.
Huh.
How do you know why? I feel like I live by the calendar in the kitchen. I can't understand an argument against it.
He just didn't want one. He thought that it looked didn't look like, it belonged there. But then 3 years ago, the year that wasn't COVID. So maybe it was 4 years ago. I don't know. One of these years, they all went together. One of these years, we had a lot of stuff, and we needed to, actually write them down on a calendar. And that was when he was finally fine, you can get your dumb calendar. And I did. But then I struck out this past year. I got a Beatles one, which everybody thought was fun. And then it ended up being the most boring Beatles calendar possible. So now it lives in Zachary's room. And I took the calendar that I have for my office here and moved it upstairs in October. Because I was like, I can't deal with this boring calendar anymore. I have to stare at it every day. So anyway, long story short, I ended up getting 5 Shutterfly calendars on Groupon.
Nice.
Which is good because they're really expensive, and the Groupon is a good deal. So
nice.
Yeah.
Everything
anyway. Shutterfly is very expensive. It's
exactly. And then, so what you were saying about the calendar is that that made me think, wow, this has actually been a very long year. I thought that the year was flying by, but it has not. I don't know. It's been a long year for me, at least. First year since 2020 that I feel like it's been a long year. I can't even remember what happened for half of the year. Going through pictures yesterday, I was when I was going through pictures people sent to me, I was like, is this from this year? And then I had to go back and compare outfits and people were wearing in my phone. And I was like, yeah, I guess this was. Wow. February seems so long ago.
Yeah. That's why I do the 1 second a day. It's otherwise it's the year goes by and it's you can't remember anything. Yeah. The mundane, the important, all of it just.
Yeah. So I neglected to mention that we are live. Everybody's here. In order on my screen, I have Greg and Matt and Brian, not Brain, and Judy and Jack Hello, everybody. What do you guys think? Long year, short year? Unmute. Feel free to join us in the conversation, this discussion that we can all have. Was it like J and then N? Like, did you guys go from July through through December? The D, the J, then the D. There we go. Like, I can't believe it's December 19th already. That is like insane to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost something between October and now. So
Yeah.
Was it your mind that you lost? No.
I was trying to think of like what point in Jason's D everything sped up. And I'm not sure, but I think you're onto something.
I don't know.
October, maybe September. What was September?
It's always August. It's always like the middle of August where the year starts to speed up for me.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's like I'm aware of it. Like I'm aware
you're like
of
over the hump. It's like
like I'm aware that like okay, it's the middle of August. Like the rest of the year is going to fly by, and I don't know if it then like I've made it a self-fulfilling prophecy, and then it speeds up because I have like spoken that into the universe. But that's how it works for me.
Interesting.
We were just in Raleigh.
Yeah.
For every week, I was like, God, I really need to write them, and I think I've said that for a while. 32 consecutive weeks now I failed you, but it just feels like yesterday.
That's so funny that you say that because like that feels like it was ages ago to me. Going to Asheville feels like it was like 6 months ago.
That feels very long ago, and that was in October. Yeah, that's weird.
And I know we were all just together on the Thanksgiving doesn't seem like it was very long time ago, but then again that was only like 3 weeks, but
Thanksgiving actually feels like a very long time ago to me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Me too.
Which is crazy because it wasn't that long ago. And it was like a whole trip. I like went somewhere and came back and
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, moving on to I don't know, does anybody have any favorite moments from this past year? I don't know, like retrospective. Woo. If you can remember what happened.
Catching the ball during the baseball game. That was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
And then the fireworks show that went on for seemingly weeks afterwards. So
this fireworks show is truly legendary. I have heard about it so many times.
It was epic.
It was pretty envious. I was not there. I saw 0 fireworks this year. None.
I missed out on ball touching. What happened?
Matt caught a ball, a home run ball. It was pretty awesome. Yeah. Then the Durham Bulls won, and the fireworks show was like it was like 10 minutes long. And we kept thinking it was going to end. We were like, how long could this, minor league baseball game fireworks show in May last? And it lasted a long time. But it was fun.
So, ball touching and lasting a long time is viewed as a negative. Noted.
But I guess it just depends on what we're promised, like you go in with a certain mindset and
expectations. You need to meet expectations. You got to communicate
proper expectations.
Got it. Consensual. Yes.
There it is.
All right. Excuse me. I am so sorry. Anybody else have anything from this past year? Amanda's wedding.
That's true.
Oh,
that was a thing that happened.
That was a thing that happened. But even that feels like it was ages ago.
It does. It does. Because it's like life just went back to normal.
But it was still fun.
But then the aftermath was that you didn't have to plan anything anymore. Right?
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
That's true. But then it's like, well, I mean, yes and no, because then we went into like potty training and the cat got sick. It was just like we had to plan things. They just like weren't fun things.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, keep it positive because this is forward thinking. It's the end of the year. I mean, moving back to Pittsburgh obviously was very significant for me in a positive way. It's been just over a month and a half now. And I talked about it on like the Thanksgiving episode but it's just being back here. We got some snow today. Just the weather. Like I was telling somebody, so the other day, last Sunday, I think it was, I was driving back home from lunch with somebody, and it was probably like in the 40s here. And I had a hoodie on, and I might have had my hat on, like the little like winter hat, maybe not. But I was drinking a frozen Coke, had my window down. I was driving home, and I was like, "This is like." When people ask me if I miss like the Florida weather, it's like, no, like this is my vibe. Like I in Florida, so like when you ask me if I miss it, I go no, and like, oh, you don't like the weather, so no, I missed like that's. I know it's not going to stay that way all year round, of course, but like I miss being able to have that seasonal kind of experiences, and so I think so. I just feel comfortable here. I never felt comfortable in Florida just because it was always too hot for me. I'm a sweaty dude, so like you put me in humidity and heat, it's not a great combo for me. I mean, there was good times there too, and obviously with my mom and friends, but I just being back here is just great. And so that's, if I had to pick one of the best things of 2023, that's probably it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah. I'm actually scrolling through the pictures on my phone to try to remember this year.
Yeah.
Which is pitiful. I'm going to bring COVID brain.
Yeah. Convenient excuse.
It is absolutely convenient. The cool thing is in a few minutes, I won't even remember it. Well, I guess my wife and I got to go on our first vacation since before COVID, since the response kept us pretty busy. That was cool. Got invited to give a guest lecture at Indiana University, which is my alma mater. That was cool. And I'm going back next semester to give 2. So hopefully this actually leads to something because I'm 3 years from retirement. Yeah. Meeting you guys. So not so bad a year.
It's not so bad a year.
Not so bad a year. Yeah.
It's funny because like, I feel like, I mean, I feel like I didn't go on any or many like proper vacations this year, but then I was looking back and I was like, oh, I actually went on a lot of trips, like little trips. I went to Montana in February, and then I was able to go to one of my dear friends' 40th birthday in Joshua Tree, which was awesome for like a 4-day weekend, but she turned 40 this year and everyone else is going to start turning 40 next year. So, and we decided at her birthday party, it was kind of like, we're into this. Like, let's bring it on. Like, love, getting to like celebrate with everyone, a major milestone. What else? Oh, we went to France. Like, we did have a trip to France. That was pretty awesome.
You were gone for 3 weeks.
That's true. You were
not in France. It was only like 10 days or something.
Well, you were in that vicinity for 3 weeks. And I drove your car and it was awesome.
Maybe it was 2
because I didn't have to drive my shitty car.
Because wasn't that you went over to like Switzerland?
Thanks. Well, Jay did. Anyway.
That makes me feel better for leaving it there for so long. I think, okay, maybe you're right. It was like 2.5 weeks. Why does it feel like it was 10 days? But yeah, I got to go to California for a work trip. What else? There were some like weekends. It was like Asheville, like several times. So there were a lot of cool things. I set foot in Florida for the first time in my life for a very short weekend.
Wild.
Yeah. Yeah, very wild. So it was, yeah. It was good.
This is going to sound terrible, but so I feel like I keep saying this every year for the last 3 years that like my life looks so different now than it did at the start of 2023. And it wasn't changes that I was looking to make. It was just changes that were like thrust upon me. And I'm happy where I have landed, but it was a real rough year, like with my mental health trying to get there. But I would say that this is terrible. The best thing that happened this year was no longer having to pay for daycare.
That's not terrible. That's like huge fucking expense.
I'm pretty excited for that moment.
I know. Oh, Amanda, it feels so good.
Yeah, you can buy a vacation home now.
No, I bought a vacuum.
I mean, truly.
It's like, is it like a Dyson?
The sad part is she needs to start putting it away for college.
I know.
Yeah.
We do
that.
They can pay for their own college.
Yes.
My aunt
get a lot of scholarships.
My aunt set us up with 529s when both of them got issued their social security numbers. So we've had like the auto drafts every month since then, thankfully.
Oh, that's smart.
And we actually do probably need to like reassess and put more in because it's only $25 a month going in right now. And if that was because we had daycare. So I should probably look into that. But that feels like a 2024 problem.
I mean, you're putting something in. So like,
yeah. Yeah.
Right. Don't I need like Donald Trump to come back into office to make the stocks go high and the 529 go crazy?
Ugh, you don't even put that out into the universe, please.
Yeah.
It's okay, because
hopefully that's not a 2024 problem.
Judy knows where I'm going with this. You know who's not allowed to be on the ballot in Colorado next year? Donald fucking Trump. You guys saw that, right?
No, I missed
not.
that. Is this real?
I'm gonna cough, Judy. You explain, please.
Yeah, Colorado Supreme Court said because of the 14th Amendment, he's not allowed.
So I thought that the ruling was
insurrections are bad. That was the ruling.
Wow.
I thought the ruling was that yes, he probably participated in an insurrection, but no, we're not gonna keep him off the ballot. I mean, but that was a while ago, right?
That was in Colorado.
That was in Colorado. This just happened like today.
That was a different state then. Okay.
It happened.
Good job, Colorado.
It happened as we were sitting in the concert, and I'm like,
mountain states.
Yes,
doing it right.
Also, I know, right? Doing
it right. Such a wild card. You just sort of never know what the state's going to do. It's amazing.
You might get Lauren Boebert.
Yeah, it's just like it just seems like such a wacky place.
Nick lives there. Why don't we ask him?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I also got the most amazing notification on my phone during their little Christmas concert tonight that I almost died laughing, which is terrible because, okay, ready? Family purchases $10,000 in gift cards for their Disney vacation.
I saw this.
Only to realize, hold on, it went away. Hold on, it went away. Nope. Hold on, it went away.
Even better.
Only to realize that they were gift cards for Disney Plus.
Oh, that's a lot of Disney Plus.
It's like 10 years of Disney Plus or 20. I don't know. The rate that Disney Plus keeps going.
That's so much money.
It's so much money.
I'm gonna guess to whoever this was, maybe it's not that much money because, like, how do you? I mean, I hope it's not that much money to them because.
Well, so one of the things that we were recommended to do with Disney, and we never actually did it, is like Target will have certain weeks or days of the year where you can get gift cards and they'll be like 10% off or whatever. So like you buy a $50 gift card, it costs $40 or $45 or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So somebody had recommended, told us that's what they do is they buy Disney gift cards whenever the stores have those discounted gift card days, which don't happen often, but you can apparently buy up to $500 in gift card or something. So and a lot of people take advantage of that because, at the end of the day, let's say you're spending, what's 10% of 500? 50. What's that? 50. What? 50? So, I mean, you're still saving $50, right?
Well, if you're spending $10,000, you're saving what, $1,000?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, let me just read the whole article since I've only read the headline. Because I am kind of curious to find out. Because apparently they're not the only people. So Andy Costin tells people her family wasn't the first to mix the two up, but she hopes they'll be the last.
Okay.
Mm.
A family's long-awaited Disney trip seemed momentarily in jeopardy when the grandparents in charge realized a major error. Oh my God, it was grandparents. That's even worse. Oh, hold on. Here comes Gott. Just as we're talking about
life savings and Disney Plus.
Too bad they couldn't turn that into stock. I'd like to pay for $10,000 of Disney Plus stock with this gift card.
Any way to get that back?
Let me see. Okay. TikToker Andy Costin shared a now viral TikTok where she gave real-time updates on her family's Disney vacation, beginning by explaining the big family trip was originally scheduled for 2020 and then postponed.
They are just...
We finally planned it for this Christmas. All 16 of my family members were going to save money. My parents bought $10,000 of Disney gift cards to purchase our tickets and restaurant reservations. I went home this weekend. They were having problems loading the gift cards correctly and purchasing the tickets. So they must have been doing it online. And then showed the physical gift cards and they revealed that they were all for Disney Plus, not related to the theme park. So she TikToked to release a call for help or put out a call for help. Let's see what happens with this. This is so funny. I mean, it's terrible. Like, I think it has a happy ending, which is why I'm saying it's funny.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping. Sorry. All right. Honest mistake. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, furthermore, since the couple was trying to input the gift cards on Disney's gift card website, the numbers were already scratched off the back, which made them ineligible for return.
Oh, come on.
People chimed in with different ideas for how to remedy the issue in overwhelming amounts. Andy also learned that her family wasn't the only one this happened to. That's been a comfort to my parents. Less than 24 hours after the first TikTok was posted, she's able to find a resolution. Disney reached out to the family, and they were able to turn the 10,000 of streaming gift cards into Disney park gift cards.
Okay.
So they'll get to go to Disney for Christmas.
Oh, good.
A Christmas miracle.
A Christmas miracle. Good PR for Disney.
A Disney castle for Christmas.
Yeah.
A Disney castle for Christmas. Welcome, David Gott. Hello. How are you in your Santa hat? I should have worn mine as well.
No, what was I thinking?
I can only stop by for a couple minutes because I got to go watch the Big Brother reindeer games, and we're podcasting at 10:15. But I wanted to come and say Merry Christmas.
In. Tell JJK that she should come by too if she has.
She's going to at one point, but I think I just paused the TV and said I'm going to go do it now.
How is that Big Brother reindeer game thing?
You know what? It had one mission, which was to suck, and it failed badly. It's actually really good.
Oh, really?
Because it's super fast and it's not real emotional or hardcore or anything. It's just fun. So,
Oh, all right. Well, there we go. I've never seen Big Brother. Should I watch it?
You've never seen Big Brother?
Me neither.
No.
Well, you probably. Well, I mean, it's like all people who are Big Brother legends. So you probably wouldn't. This may not be the show to start on.
Fair.
Yeah, but it's like watching a Survivor and watching an All-Star season and not knowing who all the people are.
Right. Or watching a season that Boston Rob finally wins and then comparing everybody to Boston Rob in the future. Like that guy.
Fourth time.
He's really good. Has he ever played before? Anyway. Well, thank you for joining us. Stick around if you can. You have any good memories from 2023?
Well, it's almost over, right? So there's that.
No,
23's been great. Well, there was the meetup was fun. So I have to throw that in there.
It was fun.
Even though some of the people
like
on this couldn't, be bothered to attend the meetup, but
next year.
We're not bitter or anything. Let's see.
He means Shandy and Amanda.
I did. Exactly what I meant.
I was supposed to be able to go.
You were closer than you've ever been. And
I know. It's kind of ridiculous.
2023 was supposed to be the year.
Well, really 2024 is the year, guys.
No, 2024.
It was really like a family reunion / when Frank could have time off / fiasco. But
yeah, / fiasco.
Yeah. I was supposed to be able to do both, but yeah, 2024.
So no, this has been the year of meh. It's not like horrible like 2020 or anything. It's just like kind of meh. Yeah, it's a good enough year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say like in terms
of
high
praise, I guess.
World events,
it
was
zero.
World events, it was a garbage year. Personally, it was a fine year.
There you go.
Perfectly fine.
Yep.
In every way. You have any resolutions for 2024? You can be our first resolution goer. We'll go at the end, guys, because I haven't thought of one yet either.
Resolutions for 2024.
Yeah.
Boy, don't talk about being put on the spot. No, I'm not going to make any resolutions. No, I refuse.
There you go. Don't do that.
I'm a nonconformist. I refuse to conform and make a resolution on New Year's Eve. I'm going to make a resolution. Matter of fact, I'm going to make my resolution on St. Patrick's Day.
There. Oh, on your birthday.
On my birthday, I will make a resolution. So I have to make that.
Hey, good to you.
So you've resolved to make a resolution on your birthday.
No, because that would mean I made a resolution.
Also, I just want to point out that the person who doesn't want to conform is the third man with glasses wearing a Santa hat on this show.
Well, there is that. Well, I had an elf hat too, but I look really dumb in it. So
I have an elf hat, but it has jingles on it, which is annoying. Maybe I'll text Jay to bring it downstairs anyway.
Yeah.
Jamie Jones has fake rubber ears, and it's freaky, and like made me want to cry during the podcast.
Does not surprise me whatsoever.
If she comes on with it, it's like scary.
Excellent. I look forward to it.
So yes, so I mildly commit, but I do not resolve to make a resolution upon my birthday.
You're leaving the option open.
Yes, I'm saying I probably will.
Okay.
Well, we'll ask you in March.
We'll ask you in March. I'm going to hold you to it. Somebody remember that. Mandy.
Put
it in. That's what she said. Okay. Hey, speaking of Mandy and Jamie, Shandy and Jamie and I did our All Girls Alliance bonus show for the Survivor JJC podcast last night.
Alliance.
That is so funny.
It was very fun to talk about.
It was
Survivor
fun.
Again. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute.
When I saw Jack tonight at the concert, he was like, "Oh, so you guys did do it," and I was like, "Yes, we did."
Oh, he was actually salty about it.
Like, did you hear about this family that bought $10K in Disney Plus gift cards?
Change the subject.
On our podcast last night, I got in trouble with Christy and Jamie because I declared the first rule of reality TV is 100% of all female alliances fail. And they are angry at me.
Well, not if Kim Spradlin's in charge.
Yeah.
Well, we thought of one exception.
Was that the exception?
The Black Widows Alliance, yeah.
Oh, the Black Widows Alliance.
One, yeah.
That was that was what? Fans versus
great.
Favorites? Was that fans versus
Sounds
favorites?
I think it was.
Okay.
It all blurs.
But anyhow, it's just funny that you said that. Because I think I'm still in trouble going into the podcast tonight, so I got to be on good behavior.
We did not fail. We succeeded.
Yes, you did. Yes, we did. We did good. Except that I failed because I forgot to post it.
Shandy, are you drinking champagne or sparkling wine?
Interesting that you asked. I'm actually drinking white wine. I stopped by the grocery store after work.
Well, you tell this story, I'm going to run up and get my cup, my glass.
All right.
There you go.
There was taco champagne toast like we usually do. So I went to the store and I got a split of sparkly. They had two choices in smaller bottle form.
And in your house, you don't dare call sparkling wine champagne.
Well, I mean, it was Prosecco, so yeah.
Right, because it's not.
Well, no, but also Frank takes it personally. I've observed that at least once.
Yeah. I mean, the man is from Champagne.
That's what it is. Oh, yes, you said that.
So I got a split. It's actually bigger than a split. It's like a full half bottle of Prosecco, and I brought it home, and that was at probably 6:30. So I put it in the freezer because they had it just out in the aisles, not chilled. So I put it in the freezer so it would be properly chilled for because champagne should be drank very cold. And then when we were about to start, I was like, oh shit, I need to get that out of the freezer. It's frozen. This literally never happened to me before, but I've also never.
You're lucky it didn't explode.
Yeah. I've never put a bottle that small. I think it was really just
that happened to me and Amanda once.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you guys fucking ate the shards.
Yeah,
I did.
Injuries. There were some injuries involved.
There were some
minor lacerations.
No, but
you live and you learn.
I cannot tell you how many bottles. Glass slushy. I can't tell you how many bottles of champagne I put in the freezer for way longer than that before. And no problem, but it was frozen solid. So I put it in the fridge, and that will be for another night. So I had to go with a backup of some white wine. So,
well, everybody, I got to jump off.
Okay,
I'm on a time crunch, but love y'all. Happy holidays.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for coming.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if you celebrate. If you don't, Happy Holidays or whatever you do.
We don't celebrate the New Year.
I'll see y'all in the new year.
We'll see you in the new year.
Peace out, Greg.
Yeah.
You got to land on a date for the next reunion. So
yeah, because I got to make the hotel thing. So
yeah, I know
do that for sure.
Oh yes,
we got to do it before the end of the year.
Bye.
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 All right. Cool. Where were we? I thought these lit up, and they must have at some point, but they do not anymore.
That is a spectacular.
I think we were still talking.
Yeah.
Thank you. If I had thought of this earlier, I have the batteries to replace it, but I need to like unscrew them and all that. So
next time.
Yeah, next time. Next Christmas.
Andy, add that to the reminders.
So last night was an exciting night because I got to do the bonus show with you lovely ladies. And I also talked to two other lovely ladies. Spoiler alert, I'm doing one of the segments on the Real Weird Sisters holiday show that's going to be coming at you on Christmas Day. So I got to talk to them too. And it was like, oh, 2 mini podcasts in one night. And then I like re-lost my voice all over again. So
Aww.
Yeah, now it's back until after this podcast then.
I'm going to use that as a segue into my Secret Santa gift.
Oh,
what is that?
This person who will remain nameless for another like 60 seconds probably. Well, yeah, I mean, I can already tell by their reaction. My thoughts were correct on this.
Is this bitches brew? What did that say?
What is it?
Butterbeer. It's like little gummies. But the gift, that was like a little bonus because we both love Harry Potter. So I wonder who that could have been. She picked up one of the action figures on my list. Good old Chewbacca.
And
then
hey, if anybody wants to ever get any of these off of Amazon, Jay's got affiliate links I can give you.
And then Colleen, I know you'll like this one. An Ahsoka ornament.
Oh, fun! Love it. Double lightsabers.
Hell yeah.
I don't fully understand who that is, but I like her style.
That's the Rosario Dawson character?
Am I correct? I mean, I guess the address kind of gave it away to you. But,
well,
I know when you were saying that, I was like, did I not sign? Like, no.
You put your name, but I recognize your writing and the dress. I was like, oh, I know who this is.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
It's how you got me. Thank you.
Well, yes, you're very welcome. And my Secret Santa is here as well. Brian Not Brain.
Oh,
some lovely things that I could share as well.
Okay, there you go. I thought you were going like far off screen.
Right over there.
Oh, you were nice. You like put a whole letter and everything. I did not do that.
Awesome card.
Oh my god, what a great card.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Awesome pin.
You got a card too. I did not do the card. I should have done that.
I did not either. I was
feel bad now.
Secret Santa. I didn't realize we needed to also send cards.
I feel bad. That's okay.
Some stationery if anyone wants to be a pen pal. I like say that actually totally
unironically,
yeah. I love stationery. And I don't know if they threw it in or if you threw it in, Brian, but there was a sticker that came with it from Pacific Grove.
Oh.
Yes, that was part of the paper package. So I made sure that it made it into that.
That's very cool. And then this book that I'm so excited about, The In-Between. It's been kind of a theme this year, like end of life experiences. I don't know what that's about. It's nothing to worry about. It's just a curiosity. But anyway, I think I read about this on NPR, and it's this nurse, I think, who like works in hospice.
Oh yes, I've heard of this book.
Yeah, this sounds really familiar. Yeah,
we definitely talked about this book. Yeah.
If not, we all listened to the same NPR thing that it was mentioned on, because I totally know what you're talking about.
Probably. Well, if anyone wants to borrow it after I read it,
broadcast.
I have a copy. Yeah. Add that to the list. So that's exciting.
Well, I'm glad you liked them.
Thank you very much.
Sandy, I'll be your pen pal.
Santa is.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you have my address, so.
I do have your address.
Oh my God. Okay, so you know what? None of my Secret Santas are here, but that's okay because they're not going to get their stuff until tomorrow, but this isn't going to go out till Friday, so it's fine. So I did the Twitter Secret Santa that Maggie runs, and I did the Patron Secret Santa that we did. And it's funny because for Twitter Secret Santa, Will Johnson got me, and then I got him for a Patron Secret Santa.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Fun.
Yeah. And I had to, I opened the box because I didn't, I have so many things coming, and I was just opening it. It did say Secret Santa, so don't yell at him, Maggie. It did say Secret Santa on it, but I just was in a mode and not even looking at what it was. But it didn't say who it was, so I had to send a message and be like, "Who is this?" And then he was like, "It's me," and I was like, "Oh, awesome!" And then the person that sent me a gift for the Patron Secret Santa was Allie.
Aw. Nice.
And she sent me I wanted a bunch of Christmas earrings this year. So she sent me Christmas earrings that were fun. And then she sent me an ornament that was handcrafted in Hawaii, where they live now. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I got this cool book. Got it from Amazon package. I had to dig to find it. I don't remember ordering this. I order a lot. I have a spreadsheet of who's getting what, has it arrived, and I was like, I don't remember ordering this book. And I finally found a little slip in there saying Secret Santa. So whoever got this for me, unusual.
Wait, what is the book? Yeah,
it's Unusual Stories from Many Lands. I'm looking forward to reading it. So thank you, mystery, or say Secret Santa.
If they don't come forward by Christmas, I can look it up for you.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, my Secret Santa is also still a mystery, but I have also not responded to the thread to poke. Sorry.
Shandy, this is still sealed and everything. It smells so good. It's like
really?
It's like a butterscotch candle. Since it's not a candle, obviously the gummies, but even just sealed, it smells really good.
Well, I'm glad. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Good times. I had something that I was going to say and I forgot. Involving Alex, maybe. It's usually involving Alex. Secret Santa. Gifts. Something. I don't know. It couldn't have been important. I'll shout it out and interrupt one of you if I think of it. Don't worry.
My friend had a good Elf on the Shelf incident.
Oh no.
Do tell.
I think her youngest is 9. And apparently last week she was having a bad day. She grabbed the Elf on the Shelf, threw it across the room at her, and said, "I knew it was you, Mommy, all along."
That's going to be Alex one day, except I refuse to let that demon into my house.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did I tell you guys what happened to my sister last week? With Evangeline? Did I tell you guys yesterday?
No.
I told someone. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. This was your worst nightmare for a parent. Seriously. But somebody else talk while I find it.
But it ended well, hopefully?
It did not.
Oh.
Go ahead. Do you talk? I'm
I
trying
can
to
tell
find
you,
it.
we're not classy enough for an elf on the shelf, so we have this weird little gnome thingy. It looks like he's drunk. That at the time, our 3 or 4 year old calls it. It's Fred Hildebrand, the elf gnome thingy.
I don't think this is great.
That is now what we have on top of our Christmas tree instead of a star.
Amazing.
I love everything about this.
I just, on a side note, and I know that I've had this exact same comment / question on a previous podcast episode, but I'm still confused as to when this elf on a shelf materialized into everyone's life at the same time.
10 years ago.
Yeah, it's new. It's meant to look nostalgic, but it's like a new invention. It's a modern
But it's
invention.
Overnight everyone knew about it except me.
I think that was Pinterest to blame.
Yeah.
I feel like it was super sudden if you didn't have. I mean, it was probably sudden anyway. Not having kids. I was right there with you.
Not having kids, and not even at that point really having friends who had kids, but not being a kid myself.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I'm right there with you. It was why is everybody suddenly doing this?
You know why? Because of social media. All of a sudden, it's like a freaking competition.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God, that's so right. And I'm not against creating new traditions or anything. I'm just against this this idea that it's always been here because it has not.
Google says it really emerged in 2005.
Oh.
Mm.
All right.
2005.
Well, I guess I heard about it 10 years ago because that's when I had a newborn.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it was the Christmas before Zach was born. My grandma mailed me one in the box, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I shoved it in a closet and forgot about it. And then like a couple of years later, I learned what it was. And I was like, oh no, this is going in the donation pile.
Like everything you've said is like the premise of like a Christmas horror movie.
Oh my God, yes. Also, side note.
And then the box was in a different spot.
And all of a sudden, the elf was like, you woke up in the morning, the elf was like in the tree staring at you.
For a long time, I did kind of just assume that it also had something to do with the movie Elf, which I still haven't seen. And so I just chalked it up to like, I missed
20 years. It's been around for 20 years.
Yeah. Plenty of time.
I mean, Elf came out in 03, 4?
Yeah, 3. It's
3.
20 years.
It's 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah, wow. I see. I wonder if that helped.
I bet that did have an influence on it.
Elves were cool.
I don't know if there's
think
anything in the movie to like suggest an elf on the shelf because
Matt's looking this up. He's got this for us.
Yeah. Give us the history.
And the term elf isn't copyrighted, so you can mess around with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the box idea, breaking out of the box. You have like an Elfie and Chucky Christmas horror movie. I can't believe it hasn't happened actually.
Yeah. Well, it's based on a book. I know that because in that box the book came and the elf came.
Huh.
So I do know
part of the myth. Like, did they come up with the book and the thing at the same time? And
yeah, they did.
Seem like
no, they did. It was that I know that all came together because
somebody was like really good at marketing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're like, basically. I'm going to write this book and sell it with elves.
And then I will never have to work another day in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And you know what? They probably don't.
My millions. This wooden elf that people put on their shelf.
It's not. It's a stuffy. It's a lovey, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I don't own one.
It's like a doll.
I don't intend to. I'm with you. Like that demon is not coming in this house.
And it only works.
It's now over.
Yes,
because she's like, by the time the kids go to bed, I'm supposed to do this before they get up. I'm too tired. I don't want to do this anymore. No. And be creative. Like you see these creative things online, and she's like, I don't want to do that.
I know. Like I don't want to like suspend it from my ceiling and put it in the fan and put it on the cabinet and yeah.
No, I'm creative all damn day long. I can't then be concerned with a friggin' elf too. It's a finite resource. I got to conserve that energy. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Well, just put him in one spot, and that's where he sits the whole time.
Yeah, it's a lazy elf.
Okay, before we move on from Christmas talk, or we can keep going, that's fine too. This is what happened to my sister. No shit, hold on. That was the wrong thread. I was looking for me.
I got it. No, I have not.
So essentially what happened was she had finished all of her Christmas shopping early and had it all. I cannot believe I cannot find it. I swear I told you guys about this. Oh, I got it. Okay. Evangeline and Wyatt just saw all the Christmas presents. I bought every single one. And by the way, I was all done shopping. I actually want to cry. I was all done. And she sent this like December 10th. So she was like done early. So I said, how did that happen? And then she goes, the door wasn't locked. Or she thought it wasn't locked. She thought she locked it, but she must have twisted it in the wrong direction. And Evangeline came in and literally listed everything that she had seen. And it was everything from them and from Santa. So she had to. No. I was like, well, just keep the good stuff. Say it's from you. Get those brownie points. And just have Santa get like all the second choice stuff. But she was so upset. And I felt bad because if I was done by December 10th, of which I am still not done, I would be pretty pissed. I would be very upset as well. But yeah.
I remember the year I found all the presents and they were all wrapped and I sneakily like unwrapped stuff.
them.
On Christmas because there was no surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to do that too with my older brothers and I used to look, and like we definitely found them, and like one year like carefully unwrapped them, but I don't think it ruined our Christmas or anything. I think we just thought we were very clever.
Yeah. I was known in my house as like a ripper. Like I would rip bags open because I like you just
Greg the Ripper.
Just said they were very carefully unwrapping. No. Little Greg was like, "There's a bag, rip." And I found in second grade, I found a Sega Genesis, and I was like, "Santa's not real."
But you didn't care because you had a Sega Genesis,
right?
Yeah, right. I wasn't upset at all. I was just like, "Hell yeah, I'm getting Sega." I probably didn't say hell yeah. I don't think I said hell back then. But anyway, I almost ruined Santa for some kids the other day. I was at my friend's kids' football game. We were just talking about this kind of stuff, and I was telling that story, and I started. Oh yeah, I remember when I found out. I mean, when I found the presents my mom was getting me, two of her kids were standing right there. I'm like,
nice recovery.
Nice catch.
Good catch.
Now that you're around friends with kids, you got to be careful.
No, I wasn't ready, but I caught it just in time.
I've learned that though, like when we go to get presents, and I'll be like, "Oh, this can be a Santa gift, and this could be a stocking gift, and this," and I'm like, "Colleen, you're in the middle of fucking Target. Stop it! There are children in this store." Jamie has joined us. Hello.
Hello.
I hear you have scary ears. Oh,
you're muted.
She's muted. Still muted.
No, still can't hear you.
Oh, there we go.
Hello, all. Merry greetings.
How are you?
Doing pretty good. I wanted to swing by and say hi before I hop over to Crazy Hank's
reindeer games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, cool.
Fun.
We were talking about Elf on the Shelf and how it's demonic, and do you do Elf on the Shelf?
Out of thin air.
We do.
Oh, tell us about it.
We actually just had a tussle because we have a really creepy Santa that was handed down through the generations on my grandma's side.
Oh, and those creepy Santas are the worst.
My uncle sent it to me in the mail, so he just arrived like 3 days ago. Like he looks like he lives outside of like NA meetings. He's in rough shape.
Wait, your uncle or the Santa?
The Santa. And the kids hate it. Like they walked in the door and immediately were like, "No, I hate that thing." So their elf had a bit of a tussle with him the other night, and we woke up and he had him wrapped up in a bag and handcuffed. So,
that's pretty clever.
That was pretty funny.
At least he's protecting the kids, I guess. Sort of.
So do they both believe in the Elf on the Shelf, or does Des know that it's you? Okay.
Yeah, Des has figured it out, but the younger one doesn't know yet.
You should put him in charge of moving it one night.
Yeah, he would come up with some stuff. But
there you go.
It gets into all sorts of things. It's been the arch enemy of our son since he was like 2. So,
and how old is he now?
13.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So we all just simultaneously discovered that it's been around since 2005. Did we say?
Yeah.
2006.
Yes.
No, 3 was Elf. Never mind. Wrong Elf.
Yeah, 3 was Elf. Yeah. Shelf Elf was 5.
Shelf Elf.
Yes.
Well, cool. We are very glad that you popped in.
Yeah, with all my elf information.
All of your elf
Chock
information.
full of elf information.
Well, I do know that on social media, like, or on Pinterest or whatever, you can Google like list of ideas, and there are like people that have come up with like 20 or 30 different ideas.
Yeah,
which is good. But my elf would be like, now you're sitting on the kitchen sink. Now you're sitting on the bathroom sink. Now you're sitting on the table.
Yeah, most nights are like
he's
that.
in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Silly elf.
You hooligan.
Just wanted a snack and he got stuck in there.
Okay, let's take a quick break right here. And then when we come back, we can do feedback and resolutions.
Sounds good.
Great.
All right, we're back. We've got a little bit of feedback, and then we will do resolutions. I'm going to try to keep this moving along pretty quick till we get to the resolutions. We also have some live feedback, but first we'll do some feedback real quick. Mandy says that she was planning to join us, but she had to do a Christmas dinner at her mother-in-law's. Her resolution is to join more of the live podcast. I approve of that resolution.
Yay.
Me too.
Oh, Matt's unrelated to Christmas, but Barbie is on Max, and we finally have a date for Girls 5 Eva on Netflix, which is March 14th. So that's exciting.
Friday.
Yes, we watched Barbie this weekend.
Oh,
because Daniel hasn't seen it yet. So
how was it the second time?
Third time.
Third time. That's right. I forgot you saw it twice.
I saw it twice in the theater. Still just as good. I still love it. It's a great movie.
Excellent. Oh, we watched Die Hard this past weekend.
Nice.
How was that?
With our, just as great as always, with our spiked hot chocolate that I fucked up and didn't blend properly.
That's right.
Well, because I forgot that, because I'm putting in the mug, that I like layered it and then mixed it with a spoon last year. This time I just put it in and then I put the thing on top. So it was like your first sip was like a full shot of peppermint schnapps.
So it was a floater instead of a...
It was a floater instead of a mix, which Jay after that was like, I think I'm good. And I was like, I'm just going to keep periodically splashing it throughout. And I did. And it worked for me. You know, whatever. It wasn't the best. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it as a floater because by the third time I did that, it tasted like I was drinking toothpaste.
Yeah.
And I was like,
intense.
Next year, I will do it better.
And it's totally a Christmas movie.
It's totally a Christmas movie. No arguments here. But didn't somebody else get in my comments and say that there was another movie that was a Christmas movie?
I vaguely saw somebody get in your comments to be like, no, it's not.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my geocaching friends.
Come on.
Okay, moving right along. Susan. Hi, Susan. Said, Shandy, have you seen A Storm for Christmas? It has some of the same actors from Home for Christmas and is only 6 30-minute episodes. I know of 2 remakes of the Norwegian Home for Christmas. I Hate Christmas is the Italian version, and Y-O-H. Yo Christmas is
from Indiana.
No, that works too. Yo Christmas is South African. I just discovered it today. All of these shows are on Netflix. Turns out the South African version just came to Netflix on 12/15. I binged it today, and my ranking is, I'm gonna put this in the chat, and I'm gonna let
Jul. That's the Norwegian one.
I
don't know how to say any of those words, but it's really fun to watch a show in Norwegian.
Yo, Christmas. Yeah. Is that the one?
Yo, Christmas. Hjem til jul. Absolute.
Is number 1. Yo Christmas is number 2, and Odi il Natale, which I'm assuming is the Italian one. I should know this. Odio il Natale, I Hate Christmas. That is 3rd on her rankings.
All right. I did not know that.
That must mean that Norwegian one is so good that it warrants that many series.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised there's not an American remake because that's what we like to do here.
That is like what we do here.
Remake of foreign films and then not tell anyone that they actually came from a different country.
Yeah. Like Ghosts, but now you can go to Paramount Plus and they have Ghosts and Ghost UK that just play all the time.
Is that what they call it? They call it Ghost UK?
Well, sure. I'm sure I'm sure the British Paramount Plus calls it Ghost US.
Right. It's like how Great British Baking Show is the Great British Bake Off in the UK. But actually, I think that's like a copyright thing. That's why it has a different title in the US. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Interesting.
Oranges.
No, it is because one of the flour companies. Yeah, one of the flour companies has Bake Off as a trademark in the US. Or
something. Interesting.
I always think about that when I watch the opens. And I'm always like, they have to do this twice. They do like for the American show and then for the, the original British version. I'm like, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, they're getting paid.
They're getting paid. We don't know how much. It's probably not tons of money. But,
Probably not. Jessica says her resolution is to hopefully make it to the meetup this year. It's been too long and stop being a recluse and go out more, but I'll start when the weather is warmer. I don't blame you. If I lived in Wisconsin in the winter, I would also push my resolutions off to I don't know. When does it get warm in Wisconsin? Like July?
There's a 2-week window.
Yeah.
Well, it's about 3 or 4 weeks now, thanks to global warming. But
well, that's true. Actually, you know what, Judy, you have it colder, right? You're further north, technically, right?
Not that far north. I'm in the middle of New York.
I know, but I thought that like it goes like up like this on this side of the country. I'm sort of like how Reno is. Reno right? is further than
West?
LA.
Than LA.
Well, I'm underneath the snow belt, is what I am.
Okay, so then you are not further north than Wisconsin.
Where's the snow belt?
Well, the snow belt is like
Great Lakes, right?
Like Great Lakes, like Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, and sort of above that is the snow belt.
Oh, got it.
Usually it's at the top of the snow pants.
Yes. And I'm underneath the belt. So
there you go.
Like at the crotch.
Yeah,
I was just going to say that.
Pockets,
she lives in the snow crotch.
Coin pocket, hand pocket, only if it's men's pants.
Back pocket, like what are we talking?
Yeah.
Definitely right in the crotch, right in the middle. All
right.
Solid. Rose says I have a terrible head cold. Wishing you all happy holidays. Happy holidays back to you.
Yes.
Even though your holiday is finished, I hope you had a lovely Hanukkah.
It was lovely.
And have a great New Year's.
Yes. Mm-hmm. More to come. And I hope your cold goes away quickly.
Yes. And then Mama G said Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, now I want to play everybody a wonderful voicemail that we received on Friday night that I accidentally messed up by answering the phone. I apologize again. No, I don't. I'm a caring friend who was like, oh, my goodness. Getting a phone call from Michael at 9:00 on a Friday. I should make sure everything is okay. Surely he's too boring to be out drunk right now. But he was not too boring to be out drunk. Here we are.
Okay. Michael is drunk.
I'm not.
I'm sorry, his name is Mike to you.
All right. So we called.
Because he's behind a microphone.
It's true. Colleen answered. I don't know why she answered. She's worried about it.
Right. We were you call. This is like the second or third time we tried to call.
We're out drinking. We just want to tell Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen we love you guys.
Hi. Oh, am I supposed to say, oh, we love you?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm supposed to say?
We express love.
Oh, we express love. We express love and friendship and happiness and joy.
So have a good one. Have good holidays. Happy holidays. Enjoy the solstice.
Actually, Happy New Year, because I don't know that you'll play this until after the New Year.
Yeah, I don't know what your schedule is. Sorry, we're behind.
Good luck with
Bye.
Voicemail.
Yeah, good luck. See you later.
We played the shit out of that.
We played the shit out of that. Luckily, I had the heads up that you were drinking because I was like, oh, this is going to be wonderful content. Mike and Aaron.
Uh-huh. I listened
All
to
right,
it.
guys, I got to dip. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Thank you, Jamie. Merry Christmas.
Everyone
Happy New
have
Year.
a safe holiday.
You too.
Yeah. I'll talk to you on the Thursday.
You betcha.
I'll listen to you on the Friday.
And I will just send you well wishes.
45. There you wait. There you go. 45. Anyway, yes. So that was great. We also had another voicemail from Greg, but Greg is here, so he can just give his voicemail in person. Hi. Do you want the transcript? I can forward you the transcript. Do you want to know what the transcript says?
It came back to me, most of it. I'm sure I won't leave anything important out.
Let me read the transcript, and then you can tell me how correct it is or not. Okay. Okay. Hold on, I have to make the screen brighter because I am blind. Here we go.
Because keep in mind, the transcripts are often.
I didn't say anything about making the screen brighter. That's not accurate.
Actually, I got it on here. Okay. Hello, Amanda, Shandy, Ann. Call me, aka the bras, the best of the best, the best distract. I just want to call him real quick. I guess I accidentally fell behind on podcast, and I'm doing like a catch-up, KETCHUP, catch-up day.
Delicious.
So I'm going to be like 3 or 4 episodes back by the time you hear this. And it's funny because then like the next episode anyway. So I'm going to go back to, I'm going back to calling you. We're reading about how like things that like you never realized were true until like the one I'm telling people don't have inner monologues. And like, I've heard that before. Then I heard that was bullshit. But like to me, and honestly, I feel like it explains a lot of people to me, but like for me personally, that's insane because my inner monologue practically never stops. Although big words came through.
Right.
Like I have to be very intentional. So like wind down and calm down. So I'm not consistently thinking or analyzing myself to be critical of others or myself or others. I guess I just constantly just processing and analyzing, like even as I'm talking, like I'm thinking about other things. And did I say things a certain way? Should I say, it says that, should I say that a different way, or should I use another word, or, whatever I bring like almost never stops. So the fact that people may not really have an animal like that really blows my mind because like, I don't know like any, I guess it's the only way that I've known, like it's that inner monologue in that ability to go over things and like go over conversations again in my head and think about predicting conversations. I'm going to cough, so I'm going to let Greg finish. Excuse me.
There's something about, oh, wow, I trailed off listening to you say my words. Wow.
Where's your inner monologue telling me if I was reading them properly or not?
Well,
really
I don't
sound
have
like
an
that?
animal like that.
Yeah, you have the animal.
In Mar-a-Lago, it's always ketchup day.
I think most of that. The only thing I would correct is obviously it didn't catch Colleen's name at the beginning. So, and Colleen. And I said something like the best rods or something like that. That was that part. And then I mentioned how I was catching up on podcasts, and Amanda had mentioned, I believe that like this is like 3 or 4 episodes back. But you said something to the effect of like, so I think Colleen was behind on the podcast. So you were like, nobody, like anybody that's caught up on podcasts right this time of year is crazy. So I was like, I felt very validated. So thank you, Amanda. I'm pretty sure that was you.
I see you. I got you.
And I was like, I'm catching up today. And it's the whole inner monologue thing. Just like that blows my. It's all I've known growing up. I think I kind of came across, and it's like, do people's brains really not go all the time like mine? Like, do they actually have peace in their brain more than I? You know what I mean? Like,
no, they might just be psychopaths.
Maybe, but I've also heard it's bullshit. But like, it honestly would explain a lot. You know what I mean? But also, it's like, why? I don't know. I just thought that was fascinating. And what was the last part you said? I'll try to finish the actual thought. So there's something I totally blanked on my own words.
That's all I got for this. You said the fact that like maybe they don't really because they can't. It's just wild. That's all I got for this phone call. Probably. I'm calling in again about Christmas movies, but we'll see. I'm still trying to catch up.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to call in about, but I guess I'll just real quick. I haven't really watched any. I guess the only movie I watched so far is The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Good one.
I posted on my Facebook.
Quality.
It is good. I do like it. I've had like this essential viewing list for like years now, and I slowly been adding to it. Sometimes like putting certain things in like a rotation where they only watch in certain years. And I post about it. It's like, what am I missing? And everybody was like, The Muppets, and I'm like, all right, fine. But like, I've definitely talked about this before on here, or at least in person. Like, I'm not a huge fan of musicals. The Muppets are usually an exception because they're usually I don't know, it's the Muppets, it's funny. It's literally like physically Muppets. So that makes it more interesting to me. And I watched it the other night and it was really good. And the only other things I've watched so far was just basically, then I watched Mickey's Christmas Carol, and then I watched the Community episode Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas. I always watch that every year.
Oh yeah, we watched that too.
It's always very pertinent to me, not just because I love Community, and now on this podcast, the fact that there's a Lost reference within the episode, and there's a whole joke about it is very fun for me. And then I watched the original Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Mm-hmm. I think I've been meaning to rewatch Lost in forever. So it's been a while, and I watched The Constant last night, just because it's been a while. I forgot, so I looked up what's the best Christmas episodes, and somebody put that on there, and it is a Christmas episode. But as far as Christmas, it just didn't really hit the Christmas vibe for me. Even though I know it does, it is Christmas Eve, and at the end there's the tree and stuff. But I mean, it's still a great episode. Still probably my favorite Lost episode, but in the context of Christmas, it didn't quite hit what I was looking for.
Yeah. Well, agreed. Nice. Well, thank you for your feedback.
Thank you for your feedback. And can I just say, this year I feel like 2023 has been like the year of AI, but I'm just hoping that AI will never improve on those phone call transcripts, because
I agree.
Are amazing.
I agree.
So epically, beautifully bad.
Yeah, you had me at the bras.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, I'm the author of that transcript, so I'll take all the credit. Thank you.
Exactly. It's so funny because I was going through, I was making the outline, and I put voicemail from Maggie, voicemail from, and for yours, I was voicemail from, and I didn't have time to click on it and listen to it. So I was like, oh, I'll just look at the transcript real quick to see who it was. And in the transcript, you can't even see who it is. So
that's so funny. You know what movie we watched that I think we should talk about after the break? Leave the World Behind. It's on Netflix.
What? Okay. I saw the preview for it, and I think Frank was itching to watch it, but I was like, this looks too, I don't know, scary or uncomfortable for me. But then I keep hearing people talk about it. So
it's not scary. I don't think it'll be uncomfortable. It's very thought-provoking, and it's good if you go in unspoiled.
Okay.
Because I was tasked to write about it before it came out, so I kind of in my research sort of spoiled myself, but I didn't know the end, the big reveal obviously wasn't in any promotional stuff that I looked through about it or whatever. But so I did not know that, but I didn't really hinder my enjoyment of it, but I definitely think you should go in unspoiled. Okay. Just know that they're a family vacationing on Long Island, and there's a blackout.
Okay.
That's the premise. And I was into watching it because I experienced the blackout of 2003 on Long Island. It was when I had a house party.
Close to home.
Yes. At a house party, my parents took my sisters to a soccer tournament or lacrosse tournament. So I think it was soccer in Washington, D.C. I stayed home. I had my college friends, and which I don't know why you weren't there, Amanda.
I was going to say college friends. Huh. Guess I didn't get the invite, huh?
No, then it must have been just it must have been just high school friends. It must have just been just high school friends. So I had high school friends there, and the blackout happened at 5:00 in the afternoon, and somebody was working in Southampton, and they were like, the chatter is, because it was right after 9/11, and the chatter out there amongst all the panicking people that live there is is this another terrorist thing? Anyway. And then one of my friends was trying chewing tobacco for the first time, and he swallowed it by accident. So then I had a vomiting friend in the dark. It was great. It was fun. It was a fun time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember that because I discovered I didn't have a hand can opener, and everything in my house was electric.
Oh, no. Oh, what a terrible discovery.
Because I was like, oh, I guess I'll just have tuna fish for dinner.
No, I guess I won't.
Did you end up taking a knife to it and cut it open?
I didn't. I actually went out in the thing trying to find someplace that was open.
with cash. Can I write you a check? Oh my God.
Although that was in 2003. It's like buying things with cash made more sense at the time. I suppose we used cash more freely.
That's so funny. Yeah. Anyway, I think if you guys want to talk about that when we come back, what day are we coming back on? January 9th? Is that when we're recording?
Yep.
Next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so if you do want to write about it, anybody wants to give feedback, thumbs up, down. Do you guys see it? Who's watched it? Just Judy? Okay. Matt, you didn't watch it yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, Jackson, you watched it? Greg, you haven't watched it?
I haven't watched it, but my friend just the other night recommended it to me, so it sounds like it's meant to be.
All right.
Oh, there you go. All right, yeah. Send your feedback in by January 9th. We'll talk about it.
What's it on? This is the first I've heard of it.
Netflix.
Oh, easy. Okay.
The one I still have.
Yes. Okay. Why don't we do real quick? We've got an Andy update, and then we'll do the Master She Said, and then we'll do our resolutions real quick. And I'm going to put the Master She Said in here if anybody wants to volunteer.
All right.
Yeah.
So getting into this holiday season in Andy's virginity, Andy writes in, "Hey broads, it has been a while. Not much to report lately. My current coworker is still my current coworker and is doing well. It's nice to be able to take time off and not come back to a complete mess. So as we hit the end of Jason's D and reflect on the past year, and I'm left with a shrug overall. I've had worse years, but I've had better. Ultimately, I know this year taught me I need to change things up. I know I need to be more proactive and advocate for myself better. Otherwise, I don't see those life changes I want to have, and I know you want me to have happening. Even those on Team Universe know you can't be passive and just have life happen to you for things to work out." Very true. "I hope this doesn't come off as depressing. I've been trying to figure out how to word this letter, and I hope it comes off like I usually hope I come off as, a little frustrated, but keeping it in perspective. Hope you all have a great holiday and that 2024 is a great one for all of us. Or maybe at least I can get another date. Wouldn't that be nice? Hashtag holidays with hers, Andy." I don't think it sounds depressing at all. I think that's
I don't think so
perspective,
either.
and I think probably a lot of us are there with you.
Andy, I love this. I don't think it's sad, and that's what I'm getting at. Is I would love to hear some updates in 2024 with you being more proactive and advocating for yourself better.
Yes.
Also, I would love to hear more about the new coworker.
Yes. That too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Master She Said, and then resolutions, and then we're gonna get out of here real quick. Okay. Who wants to do the Master She Said?
I mean, I like dirty things in my mouth, so I'll do some.
Greg's gonna be the Shandy. Brian, I know you're dying to do this.
Sure. That's what you said.
All right. Who else wants to do it?
Oh, I said sure.
Okay, let's go.
Wasn't any big ones this year.
If not, I think of something else fun to do.
It's okay as long
As I change my underwear.
There is a lot of it in her Instagram.
Please finish.
At 45 minutes, it was a decent length.
What we call long.
Proper expectations.
Sometimes less is more.
But sometimes more is good too.
Sometimes more is more, but it's
45 minutes is pushing it.
Sometimes less is more. Anyway, I went in there thinking that the bar was going to be really, really bad, and I set it so low that I was like, "This isn't that bad."
Expectations.
Hey.
What a theme.
It's sort of that idea, but in reverse.
Thank you for recording that little video. It was such a treat to pretend I was there. I'm sorry we won't be there for the big one on Sunday. And as an aside, my daughter just got home from her date, and when I read the underwear one, I hear this, "What? coming from
the Well, you know.
Perfect timing.
From her date.
Yeah. Okay.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Good date, bad date.
I don't know. She just went and went in her room.
Just like,
yeah.
Could go either way. Okay.
Yeah.
Resolutions. Who's going first?
I think I usually go first.
Well, because this is your jam. This is your thing.
This is my jam. When Gott was like, I don't know. I was like, were you not thinking about it all day? Like, come on.
Here's Maggie. Maggie, just in time for resolutions. Go ahead. I'll catch her up. She'll catch up when she gets in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she said.
I think my resolution almost every year is like to get back into yoga. I still want to do that. 30-day challenge coming up in January. And then I would like to extend it. I think like where I got caught up last year was I did the 30-day challenge, every day of it, and I loved it. And then in February, I kind of felt like, oh, well, if I missed a day, then I just, bleh. But like you don't actually have to do it every day of the entire year. And I think I need to find that balance. So that's just like a lifestyle thing. Also, I want to get back into meditation, which is something that I've been like, this journey has been going on for a while. It's like I'll get into it and I'll like do it really good for like a while and then I won't for like months. And I recently started getting back to it and it's amazing like how fast I could kind of get back into it. Like after and I've been off now for a while because I've been sick for the last like week and it's hard to like, you know, concentrate on breathing and shit when you're like having respiratory shit going on. So I haven't been doing it lately, but like I was back in it for like a week and a half and already in like a week and a half, I was up to like 30 minutes. Just like, what? It took me so long to get past like 5 minutes the first time. But so that was encouraging. I just need to do more of it. And then I think the meditation is going to help me with, I think my real like sort of like overall resolution goal for 2024 is just to be nicer. And like, I'm not saying that I'm not a nice person, but like sometimes I'll have these interactions and I'm like, so nice and like so lovely. And then other times things will like piss me off, but it's like things that don't really matter that much. And you'll be able to tell on my face. I'm like,
no.
Whatever do you mean?
And like, it's good to have fire for stuff that matters, you know, like political stuff and stuff like that. But I just like on like personal interactions, day-to-day interactions with like all the people around me, like I just want to be nice. I just want to be nicer and just like always assume good intentions and always just kind of like be a Ted Lasso in the world. And I think that meditation is actually a really like important tool that helps with that. Just like being more mindful. Also, I want to use my phone less. And I think that helps too. It just like, well, that kind of like ties back to the meditation. Because just like focusing more, just like being more present and just not, I think I've talked about it before on previous episodes. Like it really kind of bums me out how much the entire world is on their phone all the time. And like, I'm not trying to pass judgment because I'm right there with everyone, but like, I can't control what the rest of the world is doing, but I could myself try to just like, you know, separate a little bit more. So
yeah,
that's my 2024. Hopefully.
That's great. I love all of those.
Yeah.
That's a great set of goals.
I can go next because mine is very simple.
Okay.
My resolution for 2024 is truly to get more sleep. Like, I'm so tired.
Love that for you.
I just want to get more sleep, and it's like an active
set a bedtime. Like,
yes.
I mean, you're not necessarily here for my advice.
Well, I have been trying to set a bedtime. I just blow past it.
But that's the thing. And so set a bedtime.
I'm fucking tired all of the time. I'm so tired.
And when I was in grad school, and this was like life changing, because I used to be up regularly till like 12 or 1, just like writing papers, but also like just being on Facebook or YouTube. And like finally I set myself a 10:30 bedtime, and it was just like, no matter what is happening, even if I have a paper that I have not finished, like I can get up the next morning and do it and be fresher anyway. But just like 10:30, just fucking computer closed, bed. Just make yourself like whatever you're doing, it can wait till the next morning.
And my problem is it's probably just because my sleep pattern's so messed up, is like, unless it's like a day like today where I've gone to bed really late, not gotten enough sleep for several days where I'm gonna fall asleep. Like I can put my head down at like 10:30 or 11, but I will still lay awake until like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I need to, it's gonna like take like actively training myself to go do that and then like retraining my body.
Yeah.
There's not just staying up until I'm tired.
I make the same excuses for myself too. It's just like, it's not so, it's like the bedtime, yes, but it's also like the routine and like the bedtime hygiene and like having that ritual of bedtime. It really does help. That like, I complain like, oh, I didn't sleep well last night. It's like, well, because I was like on my phone till like right before lights out. And it's like, well, that's why, because my brain was still stimulated. Like I didn't do my bedtime ritual. I didn't set myself up for success. So it's like, that is a very important piece of it for insomniacs like ourselves.
Yeah. So that's it. It's simple. I'm not getting philosophical. I'm not doing anything. I'm so tired.
I love it.
Yeah. I love that. And like in general, and I love it for you.
Thanks. Anybody want to go next? No, nobody's forced to, by the way. Like this isn't,
well, I think Amanda should go.
Well, I was ready say, maybe I should go and then we'll open it up to the group.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think, my simple ones, to dovetail off of you, Colleen, I think I would also like to return to my sleep hygiene and be more precious about it and getting back into a real and proper bedtime ritual and like honoring that. I want to track the books I read next year because, the longest, shortest time of a year that like come the end of the year, I can't remember what I've read. And so I want to get back into like Goodreads and like tracking what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Like reading an absorbent amount of books, but just so I could like have that record for myself of like what I actually read over the course of a year. I think that would be like a nice thing to do. And then outward of that, 2024 scares me a little bit. I feel like there is so much uncertainty going into that year, like both like on a personal level, on like a global, a national level. Like it's just, there's so much uncertainty going into what the next year is going to look like. And I don't know who I'm going to be or what my life is going to be like come this time next year. So I think for me, a resolution is just to like hold space for myself and just to like go with it and try not to sweat the small stuff and get like overthink and stress out about things I can't control and like focus my energy on like the things that I can and just let the chips fall when they may. So that's what I'm going to do, or I'm going to attempt to do.
I love that.
That's great.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Anybody else want to go? You don't have to. I don't want anybody to feel forced.
So shy and retiring, but I'll try.
Okay.
I guess to be healthy. Period. I've put on a lot of weight since COVID. Going down the steps in the morning is an adventure. I may be 53, but my knees are like 80, especially after I've been sucked into the cult of pickleball in the last 7 months. So, I'm hoping I'm well enough to. I have a tournament tomorrow night and Friday night for the Dink the Halls tournament. But I'm kind of tired of the way I look and feel. So I'm hoping it's noticeable by May when I see you guys again. But and one of the things I am going to do, Shandy, is yoga, because I'm not as bendy as I used to be, and I need to.
Not as bendy.
Yeah, I need to get a little back to bendier.
Did he freeze?
Strong and flexible.
Oh,
so
you froze for a second.
You froze for a second. We missed
you said something about wanting to get bendier.
Why do I need to say anything more after that?
You don't. That's it. He's done, guys. He's done.
If you wanted to, now is the opportunity.
No, flexibility is very key to not getting injured when you're doing things.
Yes.
So yoga is on my list too.
30 days of yoga.
Yeah,
maybe we
let's
can
all
do
be
that
each other's
together.
accountability partners.
Yes. Yeah, I'll hold you to it, but you
All
got to
right,
hold me to it.
I'll send you the place to sign up.
Yeah,
It's
cool. We'll do that. So
thank you, Amanda, by the way.
Yes, I'm going to be doing it. I really want to do I want to do it. I've never done it like in 30 days. So like I want to do that this year.
Now, how long do you have to do these 30 days? Like 6 months? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I usually do it in like 40 days.
Want.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Whatever you want, but I've looked at the calendar already because she's published the calendar like with the times and stuff, and most of the videos are 20 to 25 minutes.
Which I totally appreciate. The ones where she's like doing these 40 minutes. It's like, girl, I don't got time. I don't got time on a Wednesday to do a 40-minute yoga video.
Yeah, drop me the link.
Okay.
Please. Anyway, so nothing terribly specific, but just more of a general change in the lifestyle a little bit, if at all humanly possible. It's tough because
it's possible.
It is possible. You can do it. You're committing it. You're
you just have to get into new habits.
Yeah, you're speaking it out loud. We're hearing it. It's going to happen. You're putting it out into the universe.
But it doesn't change the fact that life is stressful and fat tastes good.
Those things are both true.
Yes. So anyway, but we're in.
There you go. All right. Anybody else? Anybody?
Okay.
Okay.
I guess, it's not gonna be too specific. Just kind of bigger picture stuff. But I think 2024. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna go into the details. People that know, but it's been a long, hard year, and I think next year is really neat. I really need to focus on my I'm gonna sound. This is gonna sound a little contradictory, but I need to focus on myself in like a positive way. And lately I've been kind of focused on like just like short-term pleasures or just like being self-indulgent on things. And like I think going through this process, those are understandable and even acceptable to an extent. But I think I really need to focus on focusing on me to better myself, and just to improve things in life, as well as using my privilege to help more people. I don't really want to go into the details of that, but just rather than using my privilege and what I've been given and received this year, it's just on myself selfishly to use that to make other people happy. And I started doing that in some ways, but I think I really need to, like I said, it's kind of understandable why I've been a little, I want to do this or that, or I want to get this or that, because obviously you're going through this, mourning somebody, it's a lot. And so I don't want to judge myself too harshly, but I do think I went a little too far, and I just need to refocus. So I think
there's no proper timeline for grief.
Yeah, absolutely.
So show yourself some grace, but I understand if you feel like it is time for you to, get healthier. I totally respect that. And I think that's great.
I thank you. I mean, I agree. Like it's nothing. I haven't done anything that bad, or just like I said, it's just very self-focused, and it's some of that is needed. But I ultimately, if I want to be who I think, like my mom raised me to be, I need to think more than just myself. So I think that's the proper thing to do at this point, or at least kicking off next year. I'll give myself a couple more weeks for the holidays, I guess. So I guess
that's a New Year's resolution.
Exactly. It makes I've already kind of started, but just I'm trying to think of like a bigger picture of how I could help people, whether it be starting like a charity or just like a very small found. Like I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't looked into that much. But just looking for ways to use what I've been given this year, despite the pain and loss. Like I have received a lot and like been very fortunate and blessed and privileged, and just be able to help turn that to include others and help others. I guess
excellent.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Love it.
All right, last call. Otherwise, we're gonna do a toast and we're gonna say Happy New Year.
I'll go.
All right, Maggie Meg.
Hello. So I don't really do too much resolutions anymore. I usually do kind of. Gretchen Rubin has this list she started a few years ago, and it's 24 things to do in 2024.
Wait, whose list is this?
This is Gretchen Rubin of the Happiness Project. Did the Happiness Project, and so And some of them are big, some of them can be little. Like it can be like buy a purse I need, or buy jeans I want. Something you can put easy stuff on the list too. Like it doesn't have to be crazy big stuff.
Oh, cool.
And so I haven't finished my list yet, but kind of my word of the year is kind of that it's the big year, because we'll turn 40 next year, like you. And so I'm I'm going to take a trip for my birthday. So that's on the list. I want to have a 40th birthday party. I want to give the Memorial Day sermon at my church. I'm going to go to the gym at least once a week I'm trying to decide how many weeks of next year. I'm thinking like 45, but I may lower that. We'll see. Because I'm at like 26. I've been to the gym at least once for like 26 weeks in a row in here in this year. So trying to double that.
Nice. Well done.
Going to Raleigh is on my list. So
yay!
That's an easy one. Like do some, and there'll be a reading goal on there, but I'm not sure. So those are the ones I've got so far. Oh, another one will be to send a photo Christmas card. So, and I'm sure I gotta add some more things because there's only a few. But the lists are kind of, I like the list. I haven't done one in a few years because I had like get a passport on my list for like 2 or 3 years, and I just finally did that this year. So my 2023 list is actually more of a to-do list. It's actually what I've done this year so I'm doing it at the end of the year instead of at the beginning of the year. So
that's a to-do list. I love that. I've never heard that before. I love it.
Oh yeah. Same. So yeah, a to-do list is what you've done. So it's instead of, to do, it's to-do. It's what I've done. So yeah. So that's sort of the start of my plans for next year. So
awesome. I love that. Okay. You guys want to do a toast?
Let's do it.
Okay. But also real quick, before, I have had this for 3 weeks to show you guys for the live show, and I almost forgot. When a few weeks ago, I was at Barnes & Noble, and I came across this book, which is the second book in Stacey Abrams's legal thriller series. Yeah. But look, it is a signed copy.
Oh, snap.
And it was the last one left. So I was like, well, Colleen, I guess you have to buy it. It's the last one. So anyway, I wanted to show off that because I thought that was super cool. And I've been holding on to this for 3 weeks. Oh, nice. Okay. Anyway, a toast. A
toast.
The best broads and honorary broads I know.
Glad to have you on the journey, folks.
Yes. May your 2024 be full of good health, happiness, cheer, and yoga and sleep.
And good sleep.
And good sleep.
Good sleep.
Yes. None of that bad sleep. Some good sleep.
Good sleep. And Bindi.
Cheers.
And Bindi.
Cheers.
All right, everybody. On that note, thank you so much for another great year. We will talk to you in the new year. Stay tuned for the bloopers, which I think will maybe be up soon. Why not?
But don't stay up.
Don't stay up,
them. They can
go
wait.
to bed. Yeah.
Honestly, you know what I'll probably do the week that I am in Europe. I think that I'll work on them for the next month, which they really only take like a couple hours, guys. It's not a long project at this point for me to do them. It's just me focusing on doing them. But I think maybe I will aim to get them up while I'm in Europe, actually, since I got the other ones up so late. And then we'll get back to normal in the summer. So anyway, just kidding about that announcement. Stay tuned for those in February. All right. We'll be back though. Talk about what's the movie? Leave the World Behind and anything else. I think we also had talked about in January doing, what was it? Mean Girls and something else. Remember?
I thought it was Casper and Ghost.
Casper and Ghost. That's right. We'll pick a date for that too. But for now, everybody have a wonderful holiday. Thank you again. Thank you to the patrons, special ones contribute a certain level. And that would be Maggie the Magnificent, Joe the Clan, Ed the Creepy Poopy Head Mailman, and Eckhart. If you want to become a patron, patreon.com/Jay and Jack. If you would like to hear the bonus show that Shandy and Jamie and I did, the All Girls Alliance, it'll be out by the time this show is out because I'm supposed to go to bed after this, right? That's the thing I'm supposed to do. Yes, okay. My body actually might be collapsing in on me, so I might actually have to be forced to go to bed. All right. No, for real, everybody. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. All the holidays. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
My name is, on that note, one last time for 2023, my name is Colleen.
My name is...
And I'm Shandy.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.